Okay, we're excited here to introduce the 2013 class. We concentrated heavily in Texas. We have 4 players that we signed from here in El Paso, 4 excellent players, 4 excellent student athletes. The remaining players that we have are from Texas. We have 1 player from Washington. We have 4 players from the Los Angeles area of California, Southern California, and we have 1 player from Pennsylvania. So it's pretty diverse. It's pretty balanced as far as offense and defense. We have 18 people that we're signing today, 14 of which are high school players. We want that to be the staple of our program. We did sign 4 junior college players. 2 of those players are here on campus already. They graduated in December. The other 2 players will be joining us in May. We'll probably, at some point, and maybe very soon, probably be out of the junior college business. We want to focus specifically on high school athletes in the future here at UTEP. To talk about the signees that we have, I'll go in order, the same order that we're going to present these tonight at our booster function. But the first signee is Mac Leftwich. He's a quarterback. He's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He played at North Allegheny High School. He was the state championship quarterback. He was also the Pennsylvania State Player of the Year. Had an outstanding career there. As you look at his bio and stats, it's very evident. He accounted for, in 2 years, now this is just 2 seasons, 91 touchdowns, throwing and running. He threw for over 6,000 yards in 2 years. His record as a starter was 30-1. Again, you know, they won the state championship this year. They were in the state championship finals last year. Outstanding competitor, outstanding student. He's a 3.75 GPA. His father, Spencer Leftwich, is also the assistant head coach, offensive line coach here. So we're very fortunate to get Mac Leftwich down here. He'll be a competitive quarterback for us, and he's not the tallest. We list him at 5'11", 200. He probably wishes he was 5'11", but he is a competitor and outstanding quarterback. It's very unique. I got to see every snap, every throw that he threw, because he played on my high school, my son's high school team. My son was a left tackle for that high school team. So every Friday night I got to see this kid play, and even before I knew this job was going to be an opportunity, I said, this kid, if given a chance in Division I football, is going to tear it up. Well, the first thing I did when I got the opportunity to be the coach here at UTEP was offer Mac Leftwich a scholarship, and he accepted. So I'm excited about this player, and I think the fans of El Paso will be excited as well. The next player is a kid from here in town, from Andrews High School, Ryan Metz. A taller quarterback. Ryan's about 6'3". Right now he's about 180, 185. We really feel he's got the frame to bulk up. Now, Ryan can really run. He was as you look right here on his bio, he was a track district champion in the 400 meters, and he reached the regional semifinals. So as a quarterback, that's very impressive. He also throws well on the run. He also has a very accurate arm, strong arm. He is also an excellent student. You can see here in his bio, his average GPA is 100.1, okay? So that's probably about 40 points higher than my GPA was in high school. But this guy's an excellent student. He's on the National Honor Society. And an interesting side note for him was his grandfather is Leon Metz, famous El Paso historian. So we're excited to get Ryan Metz. We really feel he's going to develop into a top-notch quarterback for us, and again, this kid's outstanding character comes from an outstanding family. The next player is Tyler Batson. Played at Westfield High School in Spring, Texas. He's a bigger receiver. He's about 6'1", 185. He's well put together. He's also going to be a player that's going to develop and grow. He's going to be a big, probably a 205, 210-pound receiver when it's all said and done. Now, he played in a predominantly running offense there at Westfield, very competitive, very high-profile program. So he didn't get many opportunities to catch the ball, but as you can see here, when he did, he made the most of it. 18 catches for 351 yards. So you're talking close to 20 yards average per catch. So when he did get the opportunities, he made big plays. So we saw a lot of potential in this kid. He's a great kid, great character. His mother ran track in Barbados. She was here on the visit. Real pleasant lady, and he runs track as well for Westfield. So we feel he's more of a unpolished product, but we feel in the long term this is going to be a very special player for us. The next player that I have here is from in town, Aaron Jones, and we also signed Aaron's twin brother, Alvin Jones, so they came together, and we're excited about both those players. Aaron played at Burgess High School. Not only did he play football and was an outstanding football player, he also ran track. Their 1,600-meter relay team won the states with his brother on that team as well, and he's also one of the top basketball players here in the city of El Paso. He's an all-city basketball player that right now he's averaging over 17 points a game. As you look at his stats, they speak for themselves as far as rushing stats, over 1,600 yards rushing. We listed Aaron as an athlete because we feel that he is. We feel that he's a guy that can play in the backfield. We feel he's a guy that can play in the slot. We feel we use him as a kick returner and a punt returner. This is a multiple position guy that we're excited about. And again, same thing stands out. Outstanding character, excellent student. Both of his parents are military background in the Army, and just very disciplined kids, and you can tell they're workers. So we're excited about getting both of them, and I talked about Aaron first. I'll get to Alvin here very soon. The next player that you see comes all the way from Seattle, Washington, Bothell, which is about 45 minutes north of Seattle, and is Darren Lufasa. This kid is a fullback, and he is a fullback in every sense of the word. He's 6'1", close to 240 pounds. This kid's put together right now. He looks like about a junior right now if you look at him physically. He's going to develop even more. Very unique kid because when we first started watching his film, we were looking at him doing some one-back stuff and also some wildcat quarterback stuff. This kid can really run. He runs physical. But then when we threw the film on of him catching and blocking, we really feel that we got a steal here at quarterback. And he also plays rugby. Had a chance to meet his family when I was up in Seattle visiting in the home. What a class family. He's got two brothers that played at Washington State. He has a younger sister that's an outstanding volleyball player. Very athletic family, very high character kid, also a good student. So Darren Lufasa is somebody that, we know we're going to have a fullback in our offense, and what a better way to start than with this kid right here. I think he's going to be a special player for us. The next player is Cole Rogers, and Cole is again one of these players that we really feel has unlimited potential. Right now he's about 6'4" to 6'4.5", and he looks skinny, and he's close to 220 pounds when we had him here on the visit. And this kid can really run. And you look at his stats right there, he averaged almost 99 yards a game, receptions. When you watch his highlights and his game film, this kid can separate, he can run and make plays with the ball. Where we feel that he has a lot of room to develop and grow, he was used out of the formation based on their offense, so he was basically a flex tight end, almost a receiver, so he hasn't done a lot of inline stuff. With Brian Nacken coaching him at the point of attack, and with this kid's talent and with this kid's potential, I think he's going to develop into an outstanding tight end, and that was a neat position for us because we're right now we got a lot of juniors and seniors at tight end. We needed a freshman tight end to be able to come in and compete and develop and have the time to develop, and this kid fits that category. Great kid, excellent student. He's also an excellent basketball player as well, just an outstanding, well-rounded athlete. The next kid I'm going to talk about is Derek Elmendorf. Derek is from here in town. He played at Franklin High School, very successful program. When you talk about linemen, there's not stats that you can throw around. One thing that does stand out stat-wise, he had 100 pancake blocks in his career, and he did not give up a sack his senior season. But the thing that stands out to me is this kid is nasty. This kid finishes every play. He finishes downfield. He plays football like the way you're supposed to play football. He's a throwback player, and he's got excellent grades, excellent family, outstanding character, and and he's the type of lineman. We'll always sign linemen here, but when we do, it's going to be kids like this, kids that like to play the game. The next player I want to talk about is actually here on campus. A very unique situation for us. His name is Chris Thomas. Chris is a big kid, very big, very raw, and very strong. Chris is about 6'4", lists him here at 320. He's probably a little bit bigger than that right now. That's probably his ideal weight. Chris comes from Cisco Junior College, yet he's not one of these guys that has 2 for 2 or 1 for 1. Chris has 4 years to play 3. So we call that 3 for 4. He was a qualifier coming out of high school, small town, enrolled in junior college, and then we got Chris here on campus right now, so he could actually redshirt and develop, or if he did play, he's got 3 years of eligibility. So this kid's got good feet for his size, and he's got a good demeanor. He's a great kid, great family. The parents have come out, and I'm excited about this kid. I think he's got a lot of potential. The next player is DeJuan Edmondson, and DeJuan played at Manville, Texas high school, and this kid is a very athletic interior defensive lineman tackle. This kid can really run. He's also on their school powerlifting team. Interesting note there, his high school coach played here at UTEP, and played here 88 to 92. He was on the Independence Bowl team. He was a teammate of mine, Kirk Martin. I had a chance to meet him when I went out to the school, and it was very, very nice to get back with a former teammate. But they do an excellent job at that program. His father is also a high school coach that coaches for that program. Excellent family, great character kid, hard worker, and he's going to fit our defensive scheme extremely well. The next player is a junior college player from Mount Sac. He's originally from Long Beach, California. His name is Peter Nonu. Okay, now Peter is extremely explosive, extremely strong. If you look at his dimensions right there, 5'11", 320 pounds, and he's built like that. He's built like a little mini fridge, and he is explosive. He's exciting to watch on film. He plays with passion. He plays with energy. This is a guy that we would expect to come in and have a chance to compete to start immediately, being a junior college player. And Peter has a high motor for a defensive lineman, and we're extremely excited about him. Peter also has a son, 2-month-old, Dominique, and I had to do a little shout out there because I told Peter that I would. The next player is Nick Usher. This is what we're looking for when we're looking for, in our scheme, defensive end / outside linebackers. You see, I don't label them one way or the other, and that's by design, because they're going to play both. This kid can really run. He's 6'3", 215 pounds, and he's skinny. I mean, he's going to develop, he's going to grow. He's extremely long levers, long limbs. This kid had a dominant senior year, and we got very nervous at the end because in his all-star games after his senior year, while we were still recruiting him, in 2 games he had 6 sacks and 26 tackles. He dominated the competition, and all the big ones jumped in after they saw his performances in these bowl games, and he stuck with us steady. Great family, great character kid, works his tail off, and this kid can fly. I envision this kid going to be a 235, 40-pound outside backer that can run and make plays, and we're excited about Nick Usher. The next player, Lawrence Montague, we had in on a visit this past weekend, and not quite as tall as Nick Usher, but when you watch the film, it's like watching a carbon copy. This kid can really run. He is explosive, and you can see from his stats this year, he had a dominant senior season. He had 10 sacks, 11 tackles for losses, 5 quarterback hurries, 2 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries. That's production. And I think as you notice, as you start looking through these bios, this isn't all based on potential. These guys are good football players. These guys were productive high school football players, and ultimately, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for football players. Guys that produce in high school, they'll produce in college as well. This guy's one of them. He can really run. He's going to develop into a linebacker that could be a hybrid type defensive end for us, and great kid, really enjoyed our visit with him last week. Pleasant kid. He's real excited about being here. We're excited about having him. The next player is Devin Cockrell. Played at Houston Memorial. Their defense this year, if you look at that, and again, another kid that had outstanding stats, 41 tackles, 4 forced fumbles, 10 pass defended, and their defense gave up the fewest passing yards in school history. They had an outstanding defense this year, and this guy was a leader in tackles and leader in pass breakups for the entire defense. He's a bigger corner, and he's going to get even bigger, this kid, when it's all said and done. He's going to be a 195-pound, 200-pound corner, and this kid likes to hit. That's the first thing that stood out when you put on the film. He's a real quiet kid, a really nice kid, but you turn on that film, he flips a switch, and he likes to get after people, and that's what we really like about him. Jalen Scott, the next player, is a corner, a smaller corner, but Jalen Scott, last year, if you look, he got the bronze medal in the 100 meters in the state. That was with a bad hamstring. He's healthy this year. He may compete to win the entire state in the 100 meters this year. This kid can fly. He's athletic. He's a competitor. He doesn't play small. He plays big. He's probably about 5'8", 5'9", but he'll play against tall receivers. He's got an outstanding vertical jump. What a great kid, having him here on the visit. Outstanding family, his mother, his grandparents who raised him. Just a great group of people. Really got to enjoy this kid, got to know him well. This kid can be an explosive playmaker for us. He can also return kicks, and with his speed, that'll be something to see. The next player, Quentin Tizino, likes to go by Bubba. All right, so we'll call him Bubba. This kid's an all-around football player. This kid on offense carries the ball. They use him as a wildcat quarterback. They use him as a cornerback, and they use him as a kick returner. It's interesting. Spencer Leftwich and Todd Witten, who are both on our staff, they both coached at New Mexico State a long time ago, and his father played for them. And when we first started watching the film, they go, he looks just like his father. And I asked them, I said, what type of production did his father have? They said he was our best football player. I said, well, that's pretty good for this kid. This kid's going to come in and he can play multiple positions. We're going to look at him at corner, and we think he'll be a great fit there. The next player is here on campus, Nick Gaithright, and I would probably put Nick in the same category as Jalen Scott, an undersized corner that can fly and that is extremely competitive and loves to get after people. He loves to hit. This kid's a playmaker, and at Riverside Junior College out there, he was also teammates with the safety that's coming in May, Jamil Irving. Those two are best buddies. They play well together. They communicate well together. Nick will have a chance to come in and compete to start. He's already started with our off-season program, and he's doing a heck of a job. I really like this kid. I think he's a playmaking corner. As I mentioned, his teammate out there from Riverside as well, Jamil Irving. Okay, he's a bigger safety, 6'1", about 195. He'll end up, in his career being one of those 200-pound safeties. This kid has got a lot of range. He likes to hit. He can cover a lot of ground in a quick, short period of time. He makes plays. He's everything that you're looking for in a safety. And again, when we bring in a junior college player, we're expecting them to come in to compete to start. When we bring in a high school player, some of those guys might be ready, but we're expecting those guys to develop at the rate that their body allows them, or the rate that their maturity allows them. So a lot of these freshmen that I'm talking about, we're probably not expecting them to come in and contribute. Maybe one or two of them will, but that's hard to do at the freshman level of college. The last player is from also here in El Paso. He's the twin brother of Aaron Jones, Alvin Jones, and the thing that just attracts me to these two young men is everything you hear about them, everything you see about these two young men. They compete in everything they do. They hate losing. You can see it. They refuse to lose, and that is a good quality when you're looking at football players. I love the way that these two young men were raised, just unbelievable parents. Alvin is going to play safety for us, and a unique thing about him was he was moved to quarterback kind of short way through the season, and when he moved to quarterback, they didn't lose a game after that until their last playoff game. That just shows you that this kid's a competitor and he's a winner. He's also one of the top basketball players here in the city of El Paso. He was also on that state relay 1,600-meter track team. So this kid can fly. He's got room to grow, and you'll see right there that we list both those guys at 5'10", 180, but it's very deceiving. They're very long-limbed. Probably since I've been here, every time you open up the paper, there's a picture of one of the Jones boys out there dunking on somebody. These kids can jump, they can run, they love to hit, they love to compete, and I am so excited to get both of them together, and I can't think of anything cooler than two brothers playing and competing together at the Division I level, and we're extremely excited about them. We're excited about the entire class. Again, we kind of laid it out. What we did as far as between high school and junior college, how we did it positionally. We want to be balanced, and we want to be balanced for the future. We're not building this thing for a one-year wonder and trying to win right now. We're building this thing for the long haul. That's why we're going to focus in on high school players and develop them. We're going to take a chance or two on guys that we feel have potential, but ultimately we want players that are productive. And we want players that are good high school football players, because that translates into college. And then ultimately, we want to focus our initial recruiting on the city of El Paso. We really feel we targeted the top 4 players in El Paso. We got every single one of them. We want to do that year in, year out. And whether that takes us to 4 players or 6 players, that doesn't matter to us. We want to recruit El Paso, and we want to get these kids here because in my mind it brings energy to this program, and we're excited about that. There's every single young man that we signed today, we feel good about as a UTEP minor. We feel good about their character. We feel good about them as student athletes. We feel good about their work ethic. So I tip my hat to the entire coaching staff because we did have a short turnaround getting this thing put together, especially the 3 coaches that were retained. Brian Nacken, who's our recruiting coordinator, Robert Rodriguez, who recruited a lot of the kids from here in El Paso, and Gabe Franklin, who recruited a lot of the kids from Houston, Dallas area. Those guys were relentless. All the kids that we had that were committed to us, we didn't lose any of them. And all the kids that we brought in new, all the kids but 2 that we brought on visits throughout the month of January committed to us. And that's kind of a tribute to those coaches and the outstanding job they did, and all the new coaches that came in. It was a collective effort, and the feedback we got from the parents as far as being treated with class and showing a class operation just shows us that's how we want to do things around here. We want to do it with class, and we want to do it with effort, and we want to show everybody that UTEP is going to do things the right way. And this class is a good start for us. Any questions?
Coach, how much of a difference between the old staff and the new staff was there in terms of recruiting? It didn't seem like there was much drop.
To be honest with you, I don't look back at all. My focus every day is going forward. So really anything that's been done in the past, I don't focus on. I did know they did an excellent job recruiting some of the athletes that we signed this year. So again, they did a nice job of targeting athletes, and then ultimately we stayed with some of those guys and finished the job on it. So our focus is going forward, not backwards for 1 second.
Can you discuss the development of the El Paso football players you signed this year versus the football players when you were here as an assistant coach?
Well, I'll be honest, just watching the film in general, when we're watching all these kids, we're watching the opponents that play. I think the quality of football in El Paso has dramatically gotten better since I was here as an assistant. Just watching the competitiveness, watching them play some teams outside the districts and beating them, and teams that probably a few years back, maybe they didn't have a chance to beat. So the quality has been better. The quality of athletes that we're seeing on film, in my mind, is better. So I've been very pleased with the progress of El Paso football. And again, we feel we got the top 4 players in El Paso, and we're not going to stop there. We've talked to many of the players in El Paso because of our limited scholarships this year about walking on and earning a chance to earn a scholarship. We've identified those players, and many of those are on board as well. So we're moving in the right direction.
Did you use all your scholarships?
We have. We have right now. There is always change when you talk about possible attrition or those type things, but we have used all our scholarships for this year.
So did any of the walk-ons from last year, like St. Marcus, did they still walk
We did promote 2 walk-ons from last year, Josh Bell and Puentes, the linebacker. And the reason that those 2 guys were promoted, they have been in the program, they've been exemplary in their conduct, they've been workers, and we looked at a lot of different avenues, academics, the weight room, on the football field, and character itself. And both of those guys have been awesome. And that's how you earn a scholarship here at UTEP, and that's going to continue in the future. They're not just going to be handed to anybody, you got to earn it.
How about recruiting for you, Coach? Was it easy to kind of get back in the swing?
It was. I failed on one part. I promised my wife that I wouldn't eat in every home that I went in, and I wouldn't eat every meal on the recruiting weekends, so I did fail at that. I did eat at every home I went in. Sometimes when you got 3 visits in one night and they all cook dinner, by the 3rd one it's a little rough. But as far as the recruiting itself, I love the game of football. I love everything about it. I love the recruiting. I love going in the weight room with these guys, going out on the field with these guys. It's a part of the process, so it's something that I really enjoy. It's challenging, and it's a big challenge to start recruiting a kid and finish the job at the end, and we really feel like we got the best kids that fit our class the best.
Which of these guys do you think can play right away in addition to you coach?
I'm going to tell you probably the same thing I told them. If I told a high school player that he's going to come in and start, I'm probably lying to him. If I tell a high school kid, you're going to come in and we're not going to redshirt you, I'm probably lying to him again. We're not doing that. We're not going to make any false promises. We're not telling any kids they're going to come in and start or compete. They have to do that, okay? It's on them. If they come in and they prove that they're one of the best 22 out there, they'll be on the field. If they prove that they're not ready, they'll probably redshirt. Personally, I prefer to redshirt all the freshmen. But ultimately, 1 or 2 of those guys probably will end up competing. Who they are, I can't tell you that. That's in them. And I expect them all to come in and compete, and all come in and try to get better every single day. But we don't give promises like that. Just like we would never tell a kid, hey, you're going to have jersey number 4 or jersey number 5, and then they come in and don't get that jersey and they're ticked off. We're not going to operate that way. We're going to tell them that when they do leave here, they're going to have 2 things. They're going to have their degree, and they're going to become the best player that they can become, and then some. So that's the only promises we ever make to any recruit. Numbers-wise, yes, but we're making adjustments with some players on our team, guys that we feel could be fullback capable ready, and again, it's just going to be a competitive thing. Ultimately, we want to create competition at every single position on the team. The quicker and sooner we do that, the more wins it will translate into. Anybody else? Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for your time.